And this is Amber of Red Tail Arts, and we're going to be making rope out of yucca leaves today. The rope, this is really small. It's just cordage. Making necklaces, bracelets, and it's fairly tough. So you can hang things for all your really awesome craft work. Though for the demonstration, I'll be making a lot thicker so you can actually see a little bit more of the detail. The cool thing about yucca is that the fibers are really, really strong. So unlike some of the other plants that you can make it out of, you really don't have to do a lot of treatment to it if you don't want to. If you're out in the woods and want to make cordage, all you need is something to scrape the plant material off the fibers. The other way you can do it is you can boil it, and it'll kill a lot of the green color and make it a little easier to scrape off. So all you're really going to do is, I use a seashell because I live on the beach and they're everywhere. And you just hold it at the base end and you scrape. And you can see on the shell that all of your soft plant material comes off. Flip it over. Continue your scraping. And what you're left with is little pieces. You may have some stuff on there, but you should be able to see little fibers. Bring it up close. So there are little fibers that are easy to pull apart. And that's what you're going to be making your cordage out of. If you don't have access to boiling water at the time you want to do it, you're just going to take your leaf and you're going to break it up. So you just kind of twist, move it around, break it up. You don't want to tear it if you can help it, but just enough to where you start to see the coating on the outside of the leaf start to be flaky. You'll start to see crease marks. And that'll just make it easier for your scraping. And then you do the same thing. And you're just going to scrape the plant material right off. You want enough pressure to where you're scraping, but not enough to where you're damaging the fibers. I've sacrificed a t-shirt to add a little bit more cushion to the other side. So this way I'm not damaging. It's also because the plant fiber is so soft, your hands are going to get sticky with all the chlorophyll and other plant matter. So the t-shirt helps absorb it. And this is a little bit more green because of the plant material being pushed into the material, but it's not going to damage anything. And then for your cordage, you're just going to start to separate and you can make it as thick as you want. You're really not going to have a set number of fibers. If you want it thicker, you use more fibers. Pretty easy. Just clean the rest of the goop off. Your rope will look prettier. And it'll be less harsh on your hands. Let's lay it out. For the start, you're going to take your piece of cordage, or your piece of fiber, and you're going to make a loop at the top. You want it to be uneven, because what you're going to end up doing is adding on to make as long as cordage if you want. And because the leaves are only one length, you're going to have to add on as you go, and you don't want to add on at the same spot. It becomes a lot weaker. And to help when you add on, you can even out your starting a little bit by flipping it around. So this way, instead of having a thick end and a thin end, you have thick and thin on both ends. So you start out, one's longer than the other. Doesn't matter which side you start with. You're going to take the one side and you're going to start twisting the fibers away from you. You're then going to also twist the two pieces that you have, but the twist is going to go towards you. You take the next piece and you twist it away. Twist them towards. And then pinch it with your fingers to keep it from moving anywhere. And that's all you're going to do is twist away, twist it towards. Twist away, twist it towards. When you get it down, you can go fairly quick. And with the two directions of twisting, the fibers are actually going to hold themselves together. So you can look at the top here, see that it's not unwinding. Everything's right where it should be. Even if you let this go, the strings aren't going to move anywhere. To add pieces on, because there's not much you can do with a little strand of cordage like that. You can make a ring. That's about it. Whatever end comes up short, take another piece of your fiber. You want to try to keep it the same length. You don't want it to go thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. One, it looks bad, and it can be hard to work with. Do the same thing you did with the original piece. Put some thin and some thick on both ends. And all you're going to do is you're going to lay that right where your other piece is, right on top, and start twisting and braiding. You want a little bit of space up top, so when you have your cordage before trimming, you're going to have this spike of the extra yucca leaf. That's what you want. And again, just lay it on there and just start twisting. You can see the one that we started to add on. The original strands are gone, and this piece is holding just fine. you should have little fibers sticking out on both directions. So you have the ends of your original pieces, you have your starts of your new pieces, and just trim them off. Just get a knife, get a pair of scissors, trim them off real quick. It makes it look nice. You can use it with those on there. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to make your rope weaker. It just looks a lot better. It's good craftsmanship. And that's about it. Just let it dry out. It's already strong. It's ready to go. That's all. Pretty easy, a lot of fun, and used for so many different things. Hope you enjoyed. We'd like to see some of your examples, so if you make some cordage of your own, make sure to send us pictures on our website at redtailarts.com. Send us an email. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.